What's up? My name is Jamie, aka Dracula, and today I wanted to talk about some albums and some songs and stuff that was speculated, maybe even teased by the artists themselves, and for some reason or another it didn't drop. Some of these songs and fans have made fan compilations of it to kind of get a gist of what the album would sound like, but none of these have ever, officially released and dropped. And I think unreleased music is a really interesting just thing to look through. It's like things that could have been and things like that. Let's start with one of this generation's most never dropped or never released collab album that I think is one that everybody wanted, which is WANG, aka the Tyler the Creator and A$AP Rocky collab album. This was teased when they dropped the potato salad at the end. You see a WANG logo or whatever, and then they dropped a lot of songs together. They dropped the Who Dat Boy, the What the Fuck Right Now freestyle was a thing. So everybody was expecting it to drop, but then out of nowhere we got this tweet from Tyler. He said, "I wish Rocky would shut the fuck up and stop always saying that he's working on what he's working on 40 years before it's even a fresh idea." With that said, again, don't get your hopes up and be disappointed because something that doesn't really exist didn't come out. That shit don't exist, y'all. So, kind of confirmed to fans, or at least myself, not to be checking for this album anymore, but they have went on to collab, and if you do some digging, you're able to find some songs from that era. But yeah, I don't put my money on that ever dropping. Because of that, we can't even get A$AP Rocky solo album. I don't think that's ever gonna drop, so we're probably just gonna get a lot of collabs from them, which is cool with me. I'm not fucking dying for it or anything, but it would be cool to have. Next one, we have Kanye West, aka Ye. We have his Good Ass Job album. Now, if you're familiar with Kanye's discography, you would know about this album's existence, because it's definitely been talked about, but it just never officially dropped. For context, you have to look at Kanye West's trilogy, which is College Dropout, Late Registration, and then Graduation. Right after Graduation, it was going to be, I forget what they call a trilogy, but it's 4 parts. I forget what they call that. A quadrilogy, I don't know. But the fourth one was supposed to be Good Ass Job, because after you graduate, you get a good ass job, So that was going to be it's going to be College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, Good Ass Job. But I don't know if this was ever confirmed. This is the reason why he didn't make it, but people speculate because of the loss of his mother, and then I think he also went through a divorce or a breakup or something like that. That's what changed the trajectory of his discography moving forward. So I wish that we did get that. There was rumors that he was gonna make a Good Ass Job with Chance the Rapper, and their collab album was gonna be a good ass job, but that never came for some reason. And then Kanye started yelling at the nigga and shit. So I don't think that's ever gonna drop. But speaking of Kanye albums that still hasn't dropped, is specifically Kanye collab albums that still haven't dropped. Child Rebel Soldier. Child Rebel Soldier was a group that consisted of Pharrell, Kanye, and Lupe Fiasco. And they were gonna make a project together. They teased about it. Lupe was on interview saying it wasn't even just music, it was gonna be fashion and videos and all this crazy shit. He was hyping it up. Everybody was like, oh shit, Child Rebel Soldier. I think Kanye said something like they were gonna be playing music, unreleased music from Child Rebel Soldier at the Graduation Glow in the Dark tour. That never happened. They did drop a song during the good, I think it was Good Music Fridays. I think that's what it was called. I'm pretty sure they dropped Don't Stop. Kanye West has the best verse on that. That beat is freaking insane. They also have a music video out there. Lupe Fiasco has posted screenshots of him sending unreleased songs to Tyler the Creator from the Child Rebel Soldier era, and I am so fucking jealous. Bro, that nigga needs to put that, you need to put that shit out. Everybody needs those. If you know what the fuck was going on in that era, and if you're tuned in with kind of the weird hip hop shit, you would know that Child Rebel Soldier album would have been so influential in today's music, especially today, because we got artists like Paris, Texas, Tizo Touchdown, Tyler. If that album dropped, we probably would have had a bigger influx of alternative and weird music. So I really wish that would have dropped. So, but if we keep on going with the collabs that I wish would have dropped, and then we also speak with Pharrell, this is just kind of a personal one. I don't really see anybody ever talk about this, but I'm just a really big fan of these guys' music. But Pharrell and Gorillaz, there was an article before, because they went on tour together. I think it was during the Plastic Beach tour, and Gorillaz, they went on tour with NERD. And articles start coming out, and pictures start coming out of them making music together in the studio together. And you know, fans were speculating, because you know, NERD and Gorillaz, I feel like that's kind of like a match made in heaven. Like, people would love that, you know what I mean? But for some reason, it never came out, and I don't understand why. I feel like that music for both fan bases just makes sense, and they never have collabed. I really want to know why. I feel like that makes so much sense. An NERD and Gorillaz song, or at least a song. I could even take a goddamn 15-minute snippet. I just need 15-second snippet. I don't care. I just need something from this. I just know that shit would sound freaking incredible. But we never got it, so whatever. Hopefully one day it drops. Maybe if y'all pump this video up, get this video up there, maybe they'll see this part and be like, all right, motherfuckers want it, let's drop it or something, because we need that for real. And then for the last one, if we're talking about collab albums that never officially dropped, this is more up there than WANG Sap about people who want this one, which is Black Friday, Kendrick and J. Cole. I think it was 2016 or 2017. I mean, a genius is saying it's 2015. Damn it, even earlier than I thought. All right, so 2015 on SoundCloud, J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar randomly dropped remixes to their own songs. I think it was a Tale of Two Cities for J. Cole's beat, and then it was the All Right beat for J. Cole. He remixed that one. That All Right beat is so underrated too. I know everybody loves that song, but can we just appreciate Pharrell's production on that? Bro, that shit is fucking phenomenal. I don't think people actually pay attention to the instrumentation on that beat. But yeah, they remixed their own songs, and then at the end, J. Cole said some fucking shit gets scary at the end of February, whatever he said. That was supposed to drop. Everybody assumed Black Friday, the official album, was supposed to drop, but it didn't drop. And with the recent events of J. Cole fucking dissing him and then apologizing, and then Kendrick Lamar dropping Not Like Us, Meet the Grams, Euphoria, I don't think that's Black Friday. That's out of the picture. I don't think that's happening. If they drop Black Friday after what went down, Drake's gonna be looking at J. Cole fucking crazy. Everybody's gonna be looking at J. Cole crazy. You can't diss that nigga. Take this back and drop a collab album with him. Or maybe you can. I don't know. I don't know these niggas' relationship at the end of the day, but I don't put my money on this ever coming out now. Especially because J. Cole is gearing up to drop The Fall Off, which is supposed to be like his retirement album or something like that. And then Kendrick Lamar, he's making movies and shit like that. He's doing I don't know. I just feel like at this point there are two different, they used to be real close when it comes to, just being conscious hip-hop artists, but they've geared so far away from each other sonically and just brand-wise that it just wouldn't even make sense anymore. But yeah, that's the list. I have a part 2 list that I've already been cooking up, because I feel like unreleased albums and music is something that's really interesting, and maybe artists will see that people still care about these albums and want to double back and work on them, just for a fan's sake. I would like to see some of these drop, but also as an artist, I understand moving on and shit like that, but it's fun to talk about and go back and see what could have been and stuff like that. So yeah, comment if there's any albums that you know of that you wish would have dropped. Let me know if there's any albums that never dropped that had the same mystique in other genres. If there's a rock album that never dropped, a jazz album, some a pop album, I don't care. I would like to do research on more unreleased music. So if you know about any other things, drop that in the comments. And out of all of these, which one do you think you would want to see the most? Me personally, I'd probably want Child Rebel Soldier the most, and that's just my personal taste. But Black Friday is also super legendary. I would want to see that drop also. But yeah, that's it for the video today. Thank y'all for watching.